Uganda will join the rest of the world to mark the International Day Against Gender-Based Violence in the country, a day that seeks to raise awareness against gender-based violence, provide a platform for victims, and strengthen local initiatives.
The campaign is taking place amidst escalating cases of gender-based violence countrywide, which calls for concerted effort by all stakeholders to end violence against women and girls. The national launch will kickstart a series of activities by state and non-state actors in different localities across the country.
While addressing journalists today at the Uganda Media Center, the State Minister for Gender, Labour and Social Development revealed that gender disparities is common in almost all areas of development, including asset ownership and employment, as well as sexual and gender-based violence, which is still persistent in Uganda. Gender-based violence in all its manifestations, physical, sexual, female genital mutilation, emotional and psychological, remains critical in human rights.
Statistics show that over half of the women between 15 and 49 years have experienced violence, and more than 1 in every 5 young girls between ages of 15 and 24 have experienced sexual violence in their lifetime. According to Uganda Demographic Health Survey 2016 still indicates that 51% of women and 49% of men neither sought help nor told anyone about the violence that they experienced.
Women rights activists say more conversations on prevention of gender-based violence need to be had to combat the spread, and the issue of stigmatization should be addressed if victims are to be assisted.
The big thing that we need to do is we need to address the issue of stigma. I mean, the truth of the matter is that even though I'm saying that we've progressed as a society in being able to at least recognize that perpetrators are in the wrong, the truth of the matter is that we still ask questions of survivors, like, what were you doing? What were you wearing? Why were you there? Why were you moving at a certain time? Why did you go visit this person in their house? Or when it's a domestic violence situation, we ask the woman, was it because you were talking back? Was it because you didn't respect your partner or your spouse? So we still put the blame on survivors.
In Uganda, the COVID-19 pandemic triggered an increase in gender-based violence cases, increased child marriages, early teenage pregnancies. The minister highlights some of the efforts government has put in place.
The ministry has also established strong coordination mechanisms at national and local level, namely gender-based violence, high policy dialogue, medical, legal, and GBV working groups, violence against women, and violence against children, COVID-19 response subcommittees. At local governments, there are district gender-based violence coordination committees that meet quarterly to deliberate on strategies to address gender-based violence.
Under the theme, Orange the World, End Violence, the climax of activities will be held on the 26th of November in Kamdini town in Oyam district of Lango sub-county. Bernadette Pio for CTV PM Edition.